What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. So let's start this video with the Persian Wolf, Hadichoopan, roughly 8 weeks out of this year's Mr. Olympia, or in Hadi's own words, 60% of his final form. So the trademark Hadi's conditioning, that is loading one more time. And the lower back of Hadi, which has always been a point of concern, where he receives a lot of criticism. That, I must say, is already looking very crispy, unlike all the previous years. So can we take a moment and talk about Hadi's rear lat spread shot? Because this might be one of the most impressive back lat spread in terms of that overall width in the whole of men's open at the moment. And Hadi is definitely on his way to present one of the biggest package that we have ever seen from him. And the fact that this time he's going to be all fresh, this we all know can be a game changer. Chances are he's coming in bigger, and most importantly he's one of those guys who is least likely to miss his peak. Out of those potential top 5, I'm gonna say him and the Mutant. Now that being said, there are a lot of people out there who are kind of losing faith in Hadichoopan, and they're saying that he will never be able to win the Olympia again. So there wasn't a front shot posted by Hadichoopan now to analyze whether Hadi's one leg that is really short, or was it just the camera angle in one of the videos that he posted about a month back. I don't think either Derek or Samson they can match Hadi in terms of conditioning. He's gonna come in hard as a rock, and he's again gonna have that crazy kind of detail. And also, in his own words, he's gonna come in desert dry. So when you look at his back double biceps, that is the only mandatory shot where Hadi gets exposed. And he's again going to get exposed by both Derek and the Mutant. So Hadi also posted a workout video. And the man legit looks very wide and pretty damn massive, which certainly indicates that he's gonna present possibly his biggest ever package on this year's Olympia stage. So how impressed are you guys with his 8 weeks out conditioning? Does Hadi have a chance to win the Olympia title come October this year? Before you scroll or blink too hard, have you subscribed yet? Please don't make me bring out the emotional blackmail. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon. It's free, it's painless, and that makes me look way cooler than I actually am.
Alright. So, I said I had a surprise for y'all today. I got someone special training with me for the next 3 weeks, getting ready for a show. And yes, my man's here, and yeah. Quinton Behrouz is in the house, baby. Oh yeah, you best believe it. We're gonna be hitting things up in the gym, and it's lovely lady. Don't forget, lovely ladies here too. We're gonna be hitting it up.
So Samson, the reigning Olympia champion, he kind of broke the bodybuilding world by announcing that him and Quinton Behrouz, they are gonna be joining forces, and Quinton will be training with Samson for this upcoming Italy Pro, which is happening in about 3 weeks time. And this is such a great gesture by Samson and this again goes to show you that he wholeheartedly wants Quinton Behrouz to succeed in bodybuilding, and the first step, that would be winning his first pro show and getting his Olympia qualification. So how much of a difference will these 3 weeks make? Well, a lot, I guess. Every aspect of the prep, that is gonna be nailed 100%, and that too on a daily basis. Because when you have the reigning Olympia champion training with you and also going through all those meals together, that is all the motivation that you need. And it is those little things like this one, Quinton taking sauna with Samson, and all those minute things that eventually add up, and they can make one hell of a difference. So Quinton is the closest guy in terms of the physique to Samson and Andrew Jagged, as both these guys represent mass with class. And all Quinton is missing at this point is some more muscle mass in the areas like the back, the hamstrings and the adductors. So was Quinton peaked 100% at this year's Texas Pro? Well, absolutely not. There is a reason he dropped from 2nd place to 3rd place from the prejudging to the finals, which means he flattened out, and that is something that he has to work on to hold on to that conditioning that he brings at the prejudging. So Quinton is gonna be great. That is written all over his physique. He just needs more time. But that being said, it is so exciting to see 2 great bodybuilders training together, lifting each other up, and also motivating the fans. So this is the best Regan Grimes has ever looked. At 8 weeks out of any show that he has done in the past. He never had this reputation of being ready weeks out of the show. In fact, just look at the shows that he did this year. He was kind of going back and forth because he was skeptical whether he was gonna be ready for this year's New York Pro. Looking at the most recent physique update from him, Regan looks big, but at the same time, so damn lean and so detailed. So Regan has been stacking up good days, one after the other, since he got done with this year's competition season, which ended at Toronto Pro. And that is actually one of the reasons why the man is feeling very confident about placing his highest ever at this upcoming Mr. Olympia. So previously, he has placed as high as top 9. So ideally, Regan would like to have more chest and more quad sweep. But that too has been coming up in the last few years. And there is no doubt that he is overall a much better bodybuilder now compared to a couple of years back. So even if he doesn't come in drastically improved from the conditioning standpoint at the Olympia, he's still gonna be one of the most aesthetic physique in the entire men's open bodybuilding. And all they focus this time, that is on growing his quads, especially from the front. Because his backside top to bottom, that is possibly one of the best out there, even among those top 5 guys. The man has one of the most complete backs in the entire men's open. So Regan's problem, with almost every coach that he has worked with, that kind of remained the same. And that is the inconsistency when it comes to peaking 100% and bringing that nasty kind of conditioning. And even this year, he did a total of 3 shows and he was off in 2 of them. So let's suppose that Regan brings his all-time best in 8 weeks time at the Olympia. How high do you guys think he can place? Can he place as high as top 6? The way Brett Wilken has been looking 8 weeks out of his first ever Mr. Olympia, he will show up with some of the biggest improvements made in a single year by any IFBB pro. I mean, the man legit looks so damn huge and he looks way ahead of the schedule, and that is why I just keep on mentioning this, that he might do a show pre-Olympia this year too. And the extent of those improvements, they kind of make sense. He won the Legion Sports and that was 2 weeks before the Olympia last year. So technically speaking, he got more time than all the other guys to make all those necessary improvements, and he surely did that. That front relaxed, and its comparison with how it looked in the previous year, that will give you guys a pretty good idea on how much muscle mass he had put on in this past 1 year. So when him and Stefan started this offseason, the plan was to pack on 5 to 7 pounds on that frame, and I'm gonna say he surely hit that target, maybe more than that. But this goes without saying, that looking great all by yourself, that is totally different compared to standing on the biggest bodybuilding stage with the best of the best in the world, where every single minute thing, every single weakness that gets exposed. So Brett hasn't talked about his expectations that much, where he won a place for his Olympia debut. The main goal of making tons of improvements, that has already been met. So now he can slowly cruise into those final 8 weeks and maintain all that added mass, all that pop and all that muscle, which has always been the biggest problem for Brett Wilken. So time is ticking and still no confirmation in regards to Behrouz Tabani's US visa. And man, it is gonna be so brutal if the man is unable to compete at the Olympia this year for the 4th consecutive year in a row, when almost everybody out there, they consider him a top 6 to top 8 guy at the very least. So this isn't just about creating a legacy. Think about the time, the money, the energy, the effort that he put into every Olympia prep, and he ended up not even stepping on the stage. So you have got to put a lot of respect on Behrouz's name. The man is uncertain about the future, but still killing each and every single day in the gym, and also in terms of dieting. 100% focused on bringing a better and an improved physique compared to what we saw at Dubai Pro. And how can you not be a fan of his amazing structure? Such amazing V-taper, small waist, wide clavicles. So this guy can be a contender to win the Olympia if his legs ever become a good point or as good as his upper body. And Behrouz Tabani is also one of those guys who changes very fast as they pace up. So hopefully we will hear some great news about him, as Milos also has been really hopeful that this is the year Behrouz Tabani is finally gonna get here. So hit the thumbs up button if you like the video and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.